Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I'm doing a secret TBR. So if my eyes keep darting over here, which they do, it's because the instant that door starts to open, which it shouldn't, because it's 10 o'clock at night and everybody's in bed or about to go, I need to hide books. Anyway, this video will go up after Christmas because that's what these are for. My cousins are coming out with me to Colorado for Christmas, there we go. But the kids don't know it yet, also important. Anyway, so I decided this year I was going to annotate books for my family. I know my parents and my sister read them when I give them books. I've never annotated them though, and I found that online and thought it was a really cool idea. So let's get into the books I'm annotating. The first one is for my cousin Erica, she of the window faces in a couple videos back, and that is The Care and Feeding of Waspish Widows by Olivia Waite. She really enjoys romance books, and to my knowledge has not read a female-female one yet. I thought it would be a fun change of pace for her, and you know, for me as well, so that's what I got. Agatha Griffin finds a colony of bees in her warehouse. She's trying to keep her printing business afloat amidst rising taxes and the suppression of radical printers like her son. And she's a widow. Penelope Flood is the beekeeper who shows up to, you know, fix things. And so they're both trying to figure things out, and I can't tell if it's Regency or if it's modern times. The suit is throwing me off, but either way, I'm excited. It looks Regency because of the dress though. Then for Lon, he of the funny window faces, I'm getting The Black Griffin by Mercedes Lackey. A, Mercedes Lackey is one of my all-time favorite authors. B, he and I were talking about Ender's Game, and he said he really liked how that world just kept expanding and expanding and building upon it, because there's Ender's Game, and then there's the Shadow series, and then there's something else, and then there's way too many books. But he really enjoys that series and enjoys the expanding world. So when I was telling him about Black Griffin, he said he would probably enjoy this because Mercedes Lackey's world just keeps expanding with each trilogy, and she sometimes goes back in time, etc. So I'm doing this. This is griffins made by a magician. They're really intelligent, beautiful, strong creatures, and they're trying to defend the magician's realm from, you know, an evil magician, as you do. And then Scanderon, the king of all griffins, doesn't return, and things go from there. I haven't read this book in a long time, but I really enjoyed it when I did. And now into the safer books. So the first one is Northland, a 4,000-mile journey along America's forgotten border by Porter Fox. This one's for my dad. It is nonfiction about a man who, I guess somewhat recently, he travels by canoe, freighter, car, and foot, so it sounds like it's within the last 30 years. Anyway, it was published in 2018. But nonfiction about the Northland, and this man just travels, I think, from Maine to the Pacific Northwest, because honestly I get Oregon and Washington confused as to which one's on top every time without fail. But I think he'll enjoy it. He enjoys some rather niche nonfiction works, and this just seemed like something that was really fun, especially since he grew up here in Minnesota. For my sister, I got Feasting Wild: In Search of the Last Untamed Food by Gina Ray LaCerva. This book obviously talks about food, and talks about how we were hunter-gatherers for a very long time, but now wild foods are expensive commodities. And the author is a geography and anthropologist. She traces our relationship to wild foods, revealing what we've sacrificed by taming and exploiting them. My sister has turned into one of the biggest environmentalists I know, which is not where either of us thought we would be, particularly her in environmentalism, but here we are. Especially since she is vegan, I thought this would be a really interesting look at food and our environment and how they are woven together. And then lastly, for my mother, I got Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. This has been everywhere on BookTube, not so much lately, but a couple of months ago when it came out. God, was that last year that it came out? It was, because I saw it in a bookstore at Christmas. Whoo! Time flies, people. I would say when you're having fun, but you know, 2020's just been hell, so Time flies when you're in a plague. But this one is, there's a marsh girl in haunted Barkley Cove, and it is set in 69. There's a man found dead, and they immediately suspect the marsh girl, because as you do. She's not what they say. She's survived in the marsh for years. Two young men become intrigued by her beauty, and it pretty much sounds like a bit of a romance and a mystery all tied together. My mom really enjoys mystery, and she doesn't mind a bit of romance. Although she doesn't know what a romance cover looks like. Anyway, hence the reason I got this. I'd also heard amazing things about it, and was intrigued but not quite enough to pick it up for myself. So this was a good excuse, honestly, to pick it up. We made it. Those are the books I'm doing for my secret TBR. By the time this video goes up, it won't be secret. The trip will have been over, because obviously this can't go up until they get their gifts. But I have 2.5 months to annotate these books, and here's hoping I can do it and do it well in that time. I just have to focus. So that's it. I hope you all had an amazing holiday season, and I will see you all next video. Bye.